Today we are discussing von Neumann architecture, and that is nothing but we can say like it's a block diagram of computer. So let's see here. Now before starting this, first you all know the definition of computer. What it is? See here the figure of computer. It consists of so many parts like keyboard, mouse, CPU, monitors. So what the actual computer is? So the computer is nothing but the electronic device that take input from the user. The input can be data or information or instructions. That input is taken from the user, process that data and generate some meaningful information as an output. So the definition of computer is what? It is an electronic device that take data from the user, process that data and generate the meaningful information as an output. Now start the main topic, computer system diagram. Obviously the first is always input. So the input unit is there to accept the data from the user. The example of input unit is from the keyboard, mouse. In a game you can use joystick, then trackballs. These are the examples of our input unit. This data is stored in our memory, that is primary memory. The example of primary memory is RAM. The full form is random access memory. This primary memory is a volatile kind, meaning is it is a temporary storage. If the computer is switched off, then our data is lost. This is what? Primary memory. Now, after storing the data, we have to process that data, and for that we are using CPU. So, CPU, the full form is Central Processing Unit, that is the combination of these two parts, ALU and CU. The full form of ALU is Arithmetic and Logical Unit that perform arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and logical means our OR gate, NOT gate. These all are the logical operations. So these all the operations doing in a ALU. Second part of CPU is a control unit that controls the all other units like input, memory and output unit. So the CPU is nothing but the brain of our computer systems that takes the whole decision of all other unit that controls all the hardware parts of a computer system. Now the second kind of memory is a secondary memory unit. So what is the difference between primary and secondary memory? As you discussed, primary memory is a temporary memory, means data is lost. But the secondary memory is opposite to it, means it is a non-volatile kind. Non-volatile means the data stores permanently. When you are saving your data, it never lost. That is secondary memory. The example is ROM, read-only memory, or hard disk, or a CD, or a DVD. So these are the example of a secondary memory. Now last unit is a output unit, means after processing the data, some output is generated and that is displayed using our output unit. The example of output unit is like monitor, printer, speakers and much more. So these all the units we can say that our hardware. So the computer system consists of two things, hardware and software. The keyboard, mouse, that input, then RAM, ROM, then monitors, CPU, these all parts are nothing but our hardwares, and second part is a software. So let's move to the difference between hardware and software. So according to it, the hardware is nothing but the physical part of computer, but the software means set of instructions, or we can say the program, that is known as software. Second difference is Hardware cannot perform any task without software, and software cannot be executed without hardware. So these two are the dependent on each other. Hardware cannot run without software and software not be executed without hardware. For example, you have all the devices of computer but you are not install any operating system in your computer, then obviously they are meaningless. So the operating system is one software and keyboard, mouse and other things we can say that our hardware. So these two are the dependent on each other. Third one is what? Hardware we can see, we can touch, we can feel. But the software we cannot touch, we cannot feel, we cannot touch, see or feel. Now the next difference is if some problem is occurred in hardware, then we are repair it. But in case of software, we cannot repair it, we have to debug it. And if the problem is not solved, then what we have to do? In a hardware, we have to replace it. But in a software, we have to reinstall again. So these many topics are nothing but the difference between hardware and software. If you have any query in today's topics, then you are feel free to contact me. Thank you. We will come back very soon.